what's up? Welcome to the #1 podcast in the world, The Backyard Show. I'm Caleb, and my co-host is James. And this week, we have Donna Borges on the show. Donna is the founder of the blog Alt Angeles, which features interviews and reviews of indie artists. She also DJs for KXLU and manages bands as well. We'll talk about all that and more. So now, let's get into the show. What can we expect from Alt Angeles now that things are opening up? Or do you have any plans for that?
I want to do more shows, of course. We have our show on the 21st that's happening as like our 3rd anniversary show. And then, I just want to do more shows, and I want to do more live sessions, maybe more video content, because that'd be cool. And then, of course, more magazines, because the first one did really well, and it was a lot of fun to put together. And I think if we keep going with that, then like we'll grow even faster too. So yeah, those are like my main goals.
When did Alt Angeles first start?
It started in May 2018 on May 20th. That's why we're having the show on the 21st. But yeah, so we started it just to like promote local bands that were smaller that we thought were really good, and like we noticed nobody was like covering them and stuff. So we wanted to create something that could to share the bands that we liked and bands that like, I guess what I'm saying is like our taste in music, but then like share that with people.
That's kind of like the backyard show.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Crap. Brain fart. Because I don't know about you, but I definitely feel like backyard show is like, or sorry, not backyard show. Alt Angeles is like a reputable source now. When did you kind of see the shift? Like, oh, this is starting to gain some attention. Like, what was the thing that kind of triggered that?
Yeah, I think I really saw it like when we started doing shows. It was like August 2019. We had our first birthday show at FTG, and I think that was the first time people were like, oh, like this show's super cool, who threw it, Alt Angeles, and they went online and then they found out that we have like this whole platform. And then as we had like more in-person things and we're like meeting people in person and talking about it in person, I think that's what made it grow, was like word of mouth and like actually bringing people together, because before it was all just like an online thing, you know. So I think that definitely like boosted it, and we were growing a lot.
Do you think quarantine boosted or maybe, I don't know, not boosted Alt Angeles?
I don't know. I like want to say, I mean, we did good. Like we were very consistent throughout the whole thing, and like lots of other platforms and similar things kind of just like dropped off, and we kept going, which was good, and I think that helped. But I was really excited for a lot of like the show opportunities I was going to do over the summer. Like I was getting connected with like bigger venues and bigger artists and stuff. So it's hard to say. But I'm happy with how everything went over quarantine. Like we're still growing pretty consistently.
You have a lot on your table as far as being a manager, being a DJ, being a blogger, photographer, graphic designer, show booker. This is just a question for me. Like, how do you keep your head on? Because just us doing this podcast is just insane. How do you manage all of that?
I don't even know, to tell you the truth, because people ask me that and I don't know. And I was doing school full time up until like last week too. I just like work all the time. I get bored if I'm not doing something, so I just like work on stuff, and it's fun and I like doing it and it's exciting, so like why not do it, I guess. But yeah, I don't know how I've done it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it if I get like a real job. I don't know.
You're just built different.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so.
What occupies most of your time? DJing, managing, Alt Angeles?
I'd say Alt Angeles used to be most of my time, but I've kind of like fallen off with it lately, which is kind of not a good thing. I feel like recently Joy Noise has been taking all my time managing them, just because they've been doing a lot of stuff and all that, which is good, and I love them. We're like really good friends too, so it's always fun. But yeah, I've been going to their practices, and I've been going to the studio with them when they were recording, so that's probably been most of my time.
What can we expect from them?
They have a like really, really good debut album coming out probably either end of summer, early fall. We're not sure yet. They're going to release a couple singles soon, so you guys can see that. But it's really good. It's like more mature than their stuff that they have out right now. And it's like, it's all very good, and it's all kind of like a commentary on like COVID and like everything that happened with all the bands getting canceled and watching everything like fall apart or whatever. It's very good. It's really good. I think it's like a cathartic album for sure.
Well, we're really excited for that.
What's up? I didn't hear you.
I said we're really excited for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, you're whispering.
Sorry, it was
and
my
I'm also
voice.
deaf. I was blasting music on the way here, and I'm far away. I'm trying to.
Yeah, we're socially distant, but we're all vaxxed. What vaccine do you have?
Pfizer.
Pfizer?
I got Pfizer too.
Nice.
Moderna gang.
Moderna sucks. Everybody's had such bad
Dude.
experiences with them, and I was just chilling with Pfizer.
Yeah, we
Same.
talked about this last podcast with Friends Don't Die. They were roasting me because I have Moderna, and then I got sick. But I was literally like saying like, I feel like it makes sense that you get sick because like your body's supposed to like get the antibodies and be like, oh shit, I got COVID, but it's just like a fake COVID.
I was chilling. I drank some orange juice and I was good.
Yeah, I was fine the first time my arm was sore, and then the second one, like 24 hours after I got it, I just got really like sore all over, and then I just like laid in bed for like 3 hours, and then I got up and I was fine, and the next day I was fine. I was like, done.
No, man, I had a sore arm, and then I was like, yo, I got COVID. And then I went to IKEA, and then I came back. Well, I didn't go to IKEA thinking I had COVID. Obviously, I'm not a super spreader. I had just gotten the vaccine, so obviously I was going to get some symptoms. And then I came back, and I just knocked out for the rest of the night because it was brutal.
I was chilling. COVID. My dad was like, make sure to drink orange juice. Just drink hella orange juice. And I was like, weird. And then I did that, and I don't know, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I also didn't go to IKEA, though, so... All right, back to the interview. So you talked about putting on shows. What's like the most difficult part about putting on a show, and what's the most rewarding part?
Difficult part, I would say, is like lately, well, I haven't had to deal with this yet, but like before COVID, it's like hard working with venues because sometimes they have you like put down deposits and stuff, and like I didn't have a lot of money back then. I like have more of like a budget now for All Angels because of the magazine and stuff, but like back then I was just like putting my own money into it and hoping that I would earn it back, so there's like a lot of risk in that way. And then of course there's the risk of like booking the bands that like won't pull enough people to like make the money back so that I can get my money back from the deposit, whatever. So that was probably the hardest part, is just like being smart about how to risk that properly, I guess.
How do you risk that? Like, is that through Spotify listeners? Is that through Instagram followers? How do you navigate that?
Kind of both, and then also like if I've seen them play before and I know how many people are there when they're playing, or like sometimes like I'll just straight up ask like, how many people do you think you're gonna pull? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like especially with like smaller bands that I'm not so sure about. But yeah, also like Spotify listeners and like which areas they're in. Like even if they're based in LA, they might have like no listeners in OC, and then that kind of thing. So checking that, and then kind of Instagram, but Instagram, it's hard to know why people are following people. Like sometimes it just doesn't.
Have Russian bots.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes it just doesn't add up because bands will have like hella followers and then like barely any listeners, or like hella followers but they're all from like not here, so it's like they can't even come to the show. That whole thing. So yeah, that's how.
And then what's the most rewarding part?
Oh, rewarding part is like just being there and seeing people have fun. Like, I remember in like early 2020, I was getting kind of exhausted from some of the shows I was doing, but like everything was better once I went to like the first one in like a whole like series. Like I had a ton that I was doing in a row, but once I went to that one, I saw everybody having fun and like moshing, and like everything was good, and everybody was, I don't know, it was just like a good time. So I was like, oh, that's why I do this,
So is that all you booking the bands, figuring out who's doing sound, who's doing, I don't know, who's booking the place and stuff?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talking about like the magazine, you said first issue, right? It's out. We saw that. And what's the process of making a magazine?
Oh man.
How does that even like work?
I didn't really know how to go about it. We have a Discord with all of our writers in it. So I just messaged them and I was like, okay guys, we're gonna do the magazine print issue, which we'd been talking about it for a while, but like once I decided we're gonna do it, I just had them like email me pitches of what they wanted to write about or like what band they wanted to interview, whatever. And then I like filtered through that and approved whichever ones I thought were like gonna be good for the magazine, whatever. They wrote it, I edited it, whatever, the normal process. And then I had to learn InDesign to do it. So I learned InDesign to like put everything together. And then also my writer, Jillian, they helped me out with some of the design stuff because they're really good at Photoshop too. But otherwise I put everything together in InDesign. Made sure everything looked okay, and then I sent it to the printing place, and then they mailed me all of them.
Nice. And those are all sold out, issue 1? Or are they?
There's one single issue left.
One single one. Yes.
Hey.
They're selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, there's one left. You guys got to get it while you can. I also need to mail out like 3 more that people bought, and I haven't mailed them out yet. I feel bad. Sorry, everybody.
This isn't coming out for like 2 weeks, so you might have a little cushion time.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll get it done, but knowing me, they're still not going to be out yet.
So we've got a segment on the show that we normally do with artists who make music called Dream Gear. It's a fan favorite. It's a hit. But we altered it for you, called Dream Interview, and the music is gonna be done by Andy from the band Shaman Cult. So shout out Andy from Shaman Cult. Cue the music now. Dream Interview Band.
If you could interview any band for the magazine, who would it be?
Any band, living, dead.
Oh no, that's hard.
Yeah, it could be a couple too. It doesn't have to just be like one.
Yeah, okay. Well, band now, because they kind of inspired why I started All Angels anyways, is Hippocampus. I've been a big fan of them for like a really long time, and my friends and I like watched them get big over like when we were in high school, and that was kind of what inspired All Angels, so it'd be really, really cool to interview them. I feel like we could do it though. I feel like they're attainable now. I would like to interview Honey. That would be cool. I don't know. Now I'm thinking of like dead or alive bands. Like that's hard.
Yeah, dead or alive.
The Beatles?
No, I'm not. This is a hot take, but I'm not a Beatles fan.
Yo!
I'm sorry. Darren from Joy Noise will back me up on this because he's also not a Beatles fan.
Cancelled.
But yeah, cancel me if you want. But I don't get it.
Is it like a Beatles Stones thing? You like the Stones, or are you just not into that sort of genre?
No, I like the Stones, and it's not the Beatles are bad. I just don't get the like
why they're so
hype around
massive.
them. Like I understand like the historical significance, and I respect them for that. I'm not like anti-Beatles, but I don't get everybody's like obsession with them, I guess. Yeah. And I'm like personally, I don't know if it's just because I didn't really grow up on them as much, but like.
What did you grow up on?
Everything else but the Beatles, pretty much. I don't know why. Like I guess my parents didn't listen to the Beatles a lot.
Wow.
I feel like I grew up on like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Kings of Leon and White Stripes. And then like older stuff like Bowie and Rolling Stones and I don't know, that kind of stuff, I guess. Led Zeppelin.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, hot take. Donna doesn't vibe with the Beatles.
Yeah. I'm totally going to get canceled for that. They're going to be like, how can you say that you have good taste and you don't even like the Beatles? And I'm going to be like, you know what? Fair point. Stop reading my blog then.
You were mentioning that like you started the blog because of Hippocampus, right? Mm-hmm. Where did it first start? Like from like a local standpoint, like where was like the location where it was like this is where it's starting?
Well, if we want to get really specific,
yeah.
My friend Allison and I had we like first discussed the idea of it my junior year of high school, and we were at the Clutch Coffee Shop in Rancho Cucamonga. That's the exact location, I guess, if you want to. That's where it all started.
Yeah. We
sat there for like 3 hours and talked about it, and then we messed around and whatever for a while after that. But yeah, that's where like the initial idea came from. But yeah, it kind of happened like, I would say around here, i.e.
Very cool.
I'm from Rancho Cucamonga, so.
We will contact the city of Rancho Cucamonga Cucamonga to put up a plaque.
They should put up a plaque. They should put me on their Wikipedia page.
Can't
is it? Like notable, notable residents?
Yeah. That'd be rad.
Edit it yourself. Can't you do that on Wikipedia?
Oh, you probably can.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do that.
Okay, one of our listeners, please do that.
Yeah.
If Donna hasn't already done that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to do that tonight.
You should do that.
That'd be great.
Not even kidding. That's going to be my goal for tonight, is to try to figure out how to edit it.
So listener, go to the Rancho Cucamonga Wikipedia page and check out, see if Donna did it.
Let's see if I can do it.
We're just putting pressure on Donna. Okay, so this might be like an abstract, pretentious question, but what do you think makes a good song?
Oh, man. I don't know the answer to this question because it's different for every song. I like it when, like, lyrics are, like, different or, like, give me a different feeling, you know, like, than other things. I also like when bands don't sound exactly like another band, because like lots of bands try to, like, you know, they're like, oh, I love Tame Impala, I'm just gonna be like Tame Impala 2.0 over here, you know what I mean? So I like it when you can tell that there's like variety going on, and then also like it's just something that I hear, like when you hear a song and like you could just tell there's like a feeling you get, I guess, when it's like really good.
Is there a song you could name?
I don't know.
That gives you that feeling.
One song, I don't know why, but it's like the second I heard it, I was obsessed with it, and I don't know why, but it's this song called Neon Roses by the Technicolors. There's like no exact reason why, like it's like a basic indie song, but like something about the guitar that starts it, like I just was like obsessed with it. And then I got to see it live, and it was the best. But I don't know why, but that's one that sticks out to me.
He's like taking notes so he can like go write a song.
You want to know what I was taking notes on?
What?
Okay, so I just came up with another question. So you go to a lot of shows. Do you wear like a hearing aid, or not hearing aids, but like
hearing aids?
Yeah, I actually have hearing aids because I'm deaf already. No, I'm just kidding.
But like noise canceling
earplugs
stuff?
I don't know.
I have a love-hate relationship with them. I bought some like kind of nice ones off of Amazon because I went to a show at the Echo. I think I saw Vista Kicks at the Echo, and my ears were ringing for like, I kid you not, like a week straight after that show. Like they were like blown out, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go deaf by the time I'm like 25. This is bad. So I bought them, but then I put them in, and then I'm like, ugh, like it doesn't sound the same.
Yo, same.
So it depends. Yeah, it depends how I'm feeling, I guess.
I feel the same way. I did the same thing in like in high school. I went to like I was going to shows heavy, but then I went to some like concert. I don't even know what it is. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, oh dang, I need to buy them, and I like bought them at the show, like during like between bands. I was like, went on Amazon, found like some, or no, I didn't even. I went on Etsy and I found some on Etsy, which wasn't the move, honestly. They weren't the best ones, but you know they were cute, and then I put them in once, and then they fell out in a mosh pit, and then I was just like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
So you do wear them or you don't wear them?
I don't know. Okay, we'll find out what I end up deciding, because I had them, and then I lost a pair, and then I had another pair that were on my keys, and then I opened them the other day at Joy Noise practice, because I was like, oh my gosh, my ears. And then they weren't in there, so now I don't even know where they are. So, and I haven't used them like the whole time because of COVID. So I don't know. We're gonna see. If I end up buying a new pair, then I'm gonna try to use them. But I also like.
Have you done a hearing test?
No.
What's that?
Like just seeing like what the highest frequency you could hear.
Oh,
I used to, like when you go to the doctor, they used to do that. Yeah. I haven't been to the doctor in a while, so I don't know. I'm gonna go back, and they're gonna be like, "You're like legally deaf." Actually,
we'll do a hearing test after this, because I got a test oscillator on here.
You really?
It's like a lot.
No.
It's like
you
a
did that
thing.
with me one time, right? I failed, right?
You didn't fail.
It wasn't right.
No. But
it was way too early.
I don't know. We'll see if.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm scared now.
Okay.
We don't have to do that.
No, we should. I need to know. This is gonna determine whether or not I buy the earplugs for the new shows. If I'm 100% fine with hearing, then maybe I'll just skip the earplugs.
We'll see. So now that things are opening up, obviously like you're big in the indie scene and stuff, but what's the first show, or what's the first band that you want to see, I guess like major label or whatever, playing like big venues and stuff? What arena rock band do you want to see once things open up?
Well, okay. Well, the first band that I have two bands that I have tickets to currently that are going to play later. I'm going to see Black Midi at the Fonda, and I'm going to see Coin at the Wiltern. But I think, like, big band that they're not even that big, but, like, bigger band that I want to see that I haven't seen, and this is also going to get me canceled, but 100 Gex. Love to see them. I'm a hyperpop fan.
We are a
so
hyperpop pro podcast.
Thank
So,
God.
yes.
These are my
we're
people.
We've
down.
got so many guests. Fuck.
He's all getting hot
I'm
and
trying
heavy.
not to cuss, but like so many guests talk shit about hyperpop. So I'm glad you are pro hyperpop.
Yes.
Okay. I'm seeing Charlie XCX once shit opens up.
That's so good. I would love to see her too. Do you listen to that? There's a hyperpop band called XIX.
Okay, I'm not that into hyperpop.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, have you heard of them?
Yeah,
They're cool.
Pretty
I
cool.
like them. They're like a little scary though.
a little bit. Some of them they reach some deep dark areas of like sound.
Yeah.
Nah, 100
But yeah,
Gex
it's
is
cool.
freaking amazing. Yeah, you're not gonna get. I refuse. No cancellations. That's sick.
What are what's the best concert you've been to?
This is a hard question. I can never answer best single show, but if I could say like bands that have the best pits, like mosh pits, I would say Hockey Dad, Honey, and Hockey Dad, Honey, The Garden, and Together Pangea
So
have the best pits.
is that what makes a good show for you? Is a good pit?
Not necessarily, but I've seen too many shows to like pick my favorite. I feel like all the bands that I've seen are good in their own way, but like I feel like I have the most fun personally if the pit's good. I don't know, just because you're more involved.
Yeah.
But like it's also fun to hear like a really cool like melodic band and just like be chilling in the back and vibing, you know. So I don't know.
Both good vibes. I saw The Garden on the beach, and they were
Really?
Mosh pits on the beach are very dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds. Like
I
a
advise
bad idea.
against mosh
I'm
pits on
already
the beach.
like the garden pit's already like pushing it for me because people get like really aggressive, and I'm like,
I have
you know?
tickets to see them at the Fonda.
oh, I need to get those tickets.
I'm hyped. I have one single ticket. Right before this happened, one of my buddies, I was like, let's go. And he's like, okay, sick. And I bought my ticket like a week before, and he's like, I get paid next week. And I was like, tight. And then everything closed. So I think I just have one single ticket for
Damn.
that. So we'll figure that
Well,
out.
I'll buy a ticket that we can go.
That sounds dope.
My sister and I will probably go.
I'm
So,
down.
Guys, hit up James so he doesn't go alone.
Yeah, let's get a group going.
Yeah, we already
We're going
got.
to see the garden at the Fonda.
We'll start a group chat. James's number is 626.
Wait, don't do that.
I'm not gonna. I don't know your number by heart.
You don't know my number by heart? What?
Well, I'm out of questions. That's all I've got. Do you got any questions, James?
Yeah, I think so. What was the first show you've ever been to?
The first show ever, I saw Jonas Brothers
Ooh.
at the Staples Center when I was like 10 years old. So if you want to say first concert, I'd say first like rock indie concert I went to was Arctic Monkeys, also at the Staples Center.
Wow, full circle.
And how about
Yeah.
like a small venue show?
Small venue show? Oh man.
Or just like
I
a
don't
backyard
remember,
show
to
or
be
something like
honest.
that?
Honestly, I can't even remember. I guess it's still not small because it's the observatory, but I saw the neighborhood at the observatory in like 2015. That was cool. Probably actually Hippocampus at the Terragram in also probably like 2015 or 2016. Was probably like when I first started going to like smaller shows.
Super cool.
I actually do have one more question.
You have one more?
I have one more. Because you're so involved with music, do you ever write songs, or do you ever find yourself humming along
no.
original melodies and stuff, or?
Yes, but I don't know. I go back and forth on if I'm ever going to let them see the light of day. But I do write lyrics. I actually, because we were talking about St. Lucy's, my high school. I used to play guitar and sometimes bass. My friend Sarah and I would switch off. So I learned guitar, bass, whatever, and then I was in choir there. So I like play music, and I used to play music a lot more, and then I kind of stopped. And then I write lyrics, but now I'm so like rusty at everything that like nothing ever comes out right. I feel like I need to get a band to like help me push things, but also like I don't know.
When was the last time you like came up with an idea?
Probably like a month ago.
You're a songwriter.
I guess. I don't know.
What was it, a melody or was it a lyric idea or what?
Well, I have a lot of lyrics, but they never end up turning into like songs, I guess. Like I just write stuff in my notes. But then I kind of found like a riff or something. I don't know. I was just like messing around with my guitar and I found like a riff and some chords and like some cool thing. And then a melody came. But it's like very like not constructed at all. So
we're not getting a Donna Borges mixtape?
Maybe not. Maybe soon. I don't know. It depends. Yeah. Who's to say?
I got one last question. You're like a really obvious. We were mentioning how busy you are as a person, and you're like you have a lot of stuff on your plate and stuff. What would you like describe as like? And you also said you like being busy too. So like, what would you describe as like your perfect ideal day?
My ideal day
from beginning to end.
Oh no. I love coffee, so I'd go get like iced coffee in the morning or something at like an actual coffee shop, not like Starbucks or whatever. I feel like that would have to be part of it, whether or not it's in the morning, whatever. I don't know, I like being busy, but I don't know if work would be part of my perfect day. I would love to like just like hang out with my friends, including like Joy Noise and like the bands that I hang out with and stuff.
That's a good manager. Plug in Joy Noise during there.
Yeah, I literally, well, like, they're the only people that I consistently saw throughout, like, all of COVID. So we become really close, and, like, I'm still getting back into the swing of, like, getting together with my other friends. So, like, as of now, they're, like, low-key my only friends. My only, like, consistent friends that I've kept up with, I guess. So that's why I talk about them a lot.
That's cool, though. Just chilling, hanging out with the homies.
Yeah, just chilling, I guess. And then, like, if there was a show at night, I don't know.
That sounds like a great day. That was my last question. You got any more? You're good on questions?
I'm good on questions. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Want to tell the folks where you can find everything you do?
Oh, no.
All the awesome stuff?
Well, if you want to find everything I do, my personal is at Donna.Borges. It's got literally everything tagged in the bio. But we talked a lot about Alt Angeles, which is just at Alt Angeles on Instagram. Or you could just go to altangeles.com. All the stuff's there. I don't know if I want to plug everything else. I'm a DJ on KXLU. Just search KXLU, you'll find it.
DJ Donna on the beat.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I have one more thing. Like, do you, like, what are some blogs or, like, I don't know, managers or something that you want to plug? Like, who are your peers as far as...
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say... My friend Alyssa, she hasn't booked shows in a while, but we always collab on stuff. Her booking name is Cosmic Bloom Booking. We're actually working on like a thing. Also with Koch from Joy Noise, we're working on a thing, which is going to take up more time, but that's all I'm going to say about it. At least on the podcast. Maybe I'll tell you guys about it, but yeah, so we're working on some stuff. But yeah, Alyssa's super cool. She's like one of the best people I've worked with. I'm trying to think who else because I haven't been in contact with so many people over COVID. My friend Nick and his like video company, I guess, Late Bloomer Media. They're doing a bunch of really cool video stuff. My friend Nat and my friend Colleen are in that as well, and they just got nominated for a bunch of stuff in like the OC Film Awards or something like that. Like it's an independent film thing, and they got nominated for a bunch of stuff.
Damn.
For a music video they did, so that's really cool. They've been doing a lot of cool video stuff.
What was the music video?
I don't remember actually. It's for another like local artist. I think it was more like a singer, like a I don't know if he's like R&B or what, but something like that. They did a music video for him, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
Super cool.
I'm trying to think what else. Or who else? I guess shout out Chad's Home. They're doing cool stuff. My friend Robert does the video for them too, so that's cool. I have a lot of bands I could shout out, but I can't think of peers.
All the bands.
Rapid fire bands. Okay, I want to plug my bands, Joy Noise and Alternative Citizens. Big Fun just released their video and song for Rubber Band, and it slaps, and it's great. Virum is putting out a new album on May 28th. That's cool. It's going to be really good. I don't know, I could plug a lot of people.
Goddamn, those are all your bands?
Those aren't all my bands, no. I wish Big Fun was my band. But no, those are just other bands. I'm trying to think who else.
Wayward?
Yeah, Wayward. Duh. I'm a bad manager because apparently I'm managing them now. Yeah, Wayward. They're cool. They're fun to work with. I've been slacking on them though, and I feel bad.
They're awesome. I wish we could have them on every week. I wish we could have you and Wayward on every week.
That's fun. I'm glad. Has it gone well so far?
Yeah, it went
It's
super
gone
well.
great. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Super
I think
well.
now, like, we've done this fucking, like, 9 weeks. We've, like, got our flow.
That's
I mean,
good.
How do you think it's going?
How do you think it's going?
I think it's good. I feel like I've been really tired lately, so I feel like I've been boring. So I was like, on the way here, I was like, you gotta not be boring. You gotta like give him something to work
We'll
with.
put auto-tune on your voice to make it even more exciting.
Perfect. That's all.
No, I was super I feel like the questions, I mean, this is the end of the interview, right?
I don't know, unless we get something.
I don't know. I felt like it went great. I felt like
the flow
there was
was
a lot
good.
of stuff I was curious about, and you answered it very thoroughly and interestingly. So
We're honestly looking
Solid.
forward to this a lot because, like, we've only had bands on, and, like, we've come at this such, like, I mean, I make music, you know, you reject me.
Oh my god, did I really? I don't remember,
No, you're fine,
to be
you're fine.
honest.
But, like, we come at this such from, like, a foreign way. Like, we're not journalists or anything. We don't study journalism.
Yeah.
So, like, you're the first person that we've had on that, like, does, I guess, like, kind of the same vein as us.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been looking forward to this a lot because it's, like, someone we can relate to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it went well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
super cool.
Nice. We knew it was gonna happen when we found out we were all compatible.
I know.
Our signs aligned.
Our
so-
signs, yeah.
So it was a great podcast. Thank you, Moon.
All right, and I think that's it then. Thank you for listening to the Backyard Show.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Again, you can check out Alt Angeles at altangeles.com and tune into KXLU on Mondays from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. to hear the fire mixes Donna plays. And speaking of fire mixes, you can listen to a playlist Donna curated just for you at our website, www.thebackyardshowpodcast.com. And as always, thank you for listening. This has been The Backyard Show.